Hi, I'm Lila and welcome to the Living Wellness Lounge. Today I'm going to share with you a recipe for a peppermint and nettle holiday latte. This latte doesn't have any caffeine in it, so it's perfect for any time of day. Whether you want to use it to launch your morning or wind down your evening, it's a hot, creamy, chocolatey, pepperminty, nettly beverage that's full of nourishment and warmth for your soul. So let's get started. Here are the ingredients that you're going to need. We have 2 tablespoons of tea. It's 1 tablespoon of nettle and 1 tablespoon of peppermint. You can dial back the nettle if you want it more pepperminty, or dial back the peppermint if you want it more nettly. For a first-time nettle drinker, I think the 50-50 blend is good because we're balancing out with some other flavors. But if you're a little hesitant, because nettle is a tad on the grassy side, go a little more peppermint and a little less nettle. Next, we have chocolate chips. I have about 2 tablespoons here, and I prefer refined sugar-free chocolate chips, but go with whatever chocolate chips you like. You could also sub this out for carob chips or carob powder. That would also be really good. Now, I have a serving of collagen powder here. The collagen makes it nice and creamy and frothy and thick and good. It's not required. You could definitely omit it, but I really enjoy it with the collagen and the texture it brings. And we have some honey. My chocolate chips aren't too sweet, so I like to add a little extra pinch of honey. But again, that's totally up to you. You could do this definitely on the less sweet side or the more sweet side. You'll need your favorite mug, 3/4 cup of your milk of choice. I'm using coconut, and something to steep your tea in. So we're going to start by steeping our tea. It'll be about 5 minutes of steep time. And while I have my tea on to steep, I'm going to take my milk and warm it. Even if you're going to put this over ice, I still recommend warming your milk, at least to the point where we can melt our chocolate chips and dissolve our collagen in it, and then you can put it over ice. But it'll be a much better texture if you take the step to heat the milk. So after my tea is steeped and my milk is warm, I'm going to put everything together in the blender, but I wanted to let you know this step is totally optional. You can skip it and just stir everything together and go from there. From there you can ice it or drink it hot, whatever you prefer. If you do the blender route, which I do highly recommend, your drink's going to be really frothy and creamy, and I enjoy that. You could also use like an electric whisk if you have one, or a latte wand and get it all nice and hot and foamy that way. One more thing I want to add is if you do want to learn more about nettle, I'm going to post the recipe down below. It's going to link you back to my blog where I have this recipe, and I will include some bonus information about nettle for those of you who aren't familiar with it. It is an herb. It's a very food-like herb. It's very nutritive and really fun to add to your repertoire, so check that out if you're interested. Okay, milk is warm, tea is steeped. It's time to start assembling everything into our blender. Oh, don't do what I do and spill everywhere. But we're gonna continue and I will clean that up in a bit. So we have our chocolate chips, our collagen, and our honey, which I'm gonna need my other hand for, so I'm going to add that in. All right, it's tea time. All right, there you have it, a peppermint nettle holiday latte. And I want to encourage you to play with this recipe and make it your own. Swap out the sweetener, change up the milk, use carob instead of chocolate. Pick whatever mint suits you best if that's not peppermint. Add more nettle, add less nettle. Whatever you like, make it your way, because the beverage is one of the most important sacred rituals of our day. So learn how to make good beverages.